If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 424. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm Tiffany Electrify Nolan.
And I'm Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And we're Yantless tonight, because who knows why, but Yant's not here, so the show must go on, as they say in showbiz. And this is the business of show. So we missed last week, because Tiff and I were gone on a little extra long weekend vacation, but we're back, and we're doing a show. So we might as well just jump right into the show proper and go from there. And if you're in chat right now, you want to toss us something to talk about on the show, definitely do that up, and we will work it in the show and address your things toot sweet, as they say. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, remember, it will cut you off after a minute. Raven Quest asks, I really appreciate you using my comment in the episode and taking my suggestion for an after-show TV/movie discussions. Do you want listeners to submit ideas, or are you coming up with a list on your own? We kind of didn't even talk about it after last time we used your comment. It hasn't been brought up since, but...
what was this comment? Remind me.
So 2 episodes ago, we had the big discussion about The Mandalorian and Star Wars, and he said he loved it and thought we should talk about something after every show. And we were all like, yeah, that's awesome. And then in the after show last week, someone brought up a show and not
The
everybody...
Witcher.
Yeah, there's The Witcher, and somebody hadn't watched the whole damn thing yet, so we couldn't talk about it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that would have been me. I did finish watching it, though.
So then we talked about maybe coming up with a list of things to watch so that we would have them to talk about. And then Raven Quest is now asking if we're coming up with our own list or we want ideas of things for us to watch and then talk about. I'm up for anything. I don't give a shit. What do you guys think?
Some of both. Why not?
I don't mind suggestions. We might not use them, but suggestions are always good.
Standard disclaimer. we may not use what you give us, but what do you think?
Unless it's an opening theme song.
Yes. We'll always use a theme song. Hit, do you have too many shows, or are you willing to take a suggestion from a listener?
I don't know.
It depends on the suggestion? Yes, okay. All right.
Yeah, the answer's I don't know.
All right. So, pretty much...
That's very committal.
We have not answered this question
No.
in the remote. But, by all means, submit something to us, and if we can, we'll work it in the show.
And if we don't like it, we'll probably blaze you on it.
Yeah, we'll just ignore it. But we will start trying...
Or we'll ignore it, yeah.
We'll try to have some things watched so we have something to discuss in the after show. And it sounds like, finally, since Selden caught up to like 3 weeks ago, everyone's watched The Witcher, so maybe we'll talk about The Witcher tonight. Who knows? All right. Pincer96 asks, I have heard you guys mention tabletop games that you've played. Carcassonne comes to mind in past shows. Would you consider expanding your What You're Playing segment to also include non-video games or even add a new segment?
My list has always included non-video game stuff.
Does it?
Yeah, it includes
Really?
everything. I've talked about doing escape rooms.
I guess.
Card games that I've been doing lately.
Oh.
At least
I'm going to add a couple things to what I've been playing. Maybe that's a good time just to talk about it.
Okay. Do we want it to be part of the What We're Playing segment? Or do we want to break into a separate segment?
It's already been part of what mine. Like I don't think
All
it really
right.
needs to change.
Yeah.
Just
Hits
mention-
led us on
I was
this.
going to say,
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I play other things like with the family and stuff, but I don't play it often enough to make a new segment for it because most of the time it'll be blank.
All right.
Yeah.
So I
if
guess
it
if you
comes
have
up-
something, we'll toss it into What We're Playing. I didn't even notice you were doing that, Hit. I thought you were just telling us you played these things because you were thinking about, like, these are the video games I played. Oh, guys, I went to an escape room. Oh, guys, I played this.
Yeah, I
But
talked about Ultimate Werewolf and how my friends.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Card game.
Yeah, you did. I take that back. Yeah, you are correct. All right. Good stuff. Well, thanks, Pincer96. I guess you're going to get your first dose of this tonight. Tiff is literally editing the outline as we speak. All right. Foxing Cool comments. I'm a new listener to your show and think it's a breath of fresh air compared to other gaming podcasts I've listened to. Your IDGAF, that's I don't give a fuck for you guys that don't know, attitudes are the best.
Yeah.
Who has the
That's
best?
I think
you.
it's mainly
That's not
one
me.
person. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's
So
more
then
of
Should we take a vote?
it's
we
more of a
point at
Derek
that
goes
person?
off, and the rest of us are like,
No, I feel like Selvin has
Read him in.
Selvin has the biggest I don't give a fuck
No.
attitude.
No way.
Sheldon.
Oh, just like he's like always like hi.
How many times has Sheldon gone off on sponsors?
Okay,
I don't remember
that,
one.
That part hasn't happened.
I remember several with you.
Okay. All right. I guess that did happen, that part. That was probably a poor decision on my part. We did lose those 2 sponsors in 1 week one time, and they've never been back. But yeah, I feel like you don't give a fuck, right?
I feel like you're deflecting. Like
Yeah,
just own
you're
it.
deflecting.
I'll have to say, a lot of the new game releases, a lot of us don't give a fuck about the new game releases that come out, especially when they're out of our genres or out of our scope of what we would be playing. So I do give off, a lot of the, I give a shit less about sports game attitude a lot of times. So,
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
so I'm not going to leave Derek out there all by himself. I do it sometimes.
All right, thanks, Selden. I appreciate that. The rest of you, thanks for the help. All right. Next up, Foxing Cool comments. I'm a new listener to your show. No, this is the one I just fucking did. All right,
Edit.
edit.
We're on to Altius now, right?
And last but not least, Altius asks, what are your thoughts on the latest rumors that Microsoft could launch the Xbox Series X as early as the September-October timeframe? Could beating Sony by months be just what Microsoft needs?
Can we not speculate on every single rumor leading up to launch? Because it's only gonna get worse. You know what I mean? Like,
I know each week it seems like
let's
we have
just
some new
wait
rumor.
until E3. I'm not saying us. I'm just in general, like the gaming public. Relax. Find out at E3 what this thing is.
Yeah. My feeds
It
have
doesn't
been
matter.
crazy with all the PlayStation rumors and stuff flying around. Like
Yeah,
every
like,
hour it's changing.
Crazy. As for the launch, like honestly, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter. If they come out earlier, they come out later, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I think if they I actually can't find this rumor anywhere. I'm not sure where Altius got this because I tried to Google this.
Nothing is
But
going to change.
If the Xbox comes out in September and Sony is putting out the
November.
PlayStation November like usual, how long can you sit around on a last gen console and watch all these people posting shit from their baller new console before you just give in and buy an Xbox?
See that, but this is the thing that I keep mentioning to you, and I don't think you really you're getting it yet. Is what launch games is Xbox gonna have that's gonna convince the Sony guys to be like, yeah, I really need that.
Right.
Halo.
They haven't been convinced already.
Halo?
If they haven't played Halo already
Yeah,
and they're already
exactly.
PlayStation fans, then they're just gonna wait 2 months to
Thank
get
you.
their games.
Thank you, Tiff. Like,
Well,
Derek, you
You're
don't
welcome,
understand. it.
hits. I got you.
If you go with one of the rumors I heard this week is that Superman was going to be exclusive Xbox launch.
Wow. That's
I mean, but again, nobody knows like what launches. That's why we need to wait for E3 when they launch all
to
that
get some
info.
actual information.
Yeah, and like it really comes down to the games. It doesn't come down to when these things come out. It's what is going to be backing these things that is going to get gamers to go over. And I think the line's going to stay the same as it is now. Like all the PS4 guys are going to be hype about their PS5, and all the Xbox guys are going to be hype about the Xbox. I don't really see a lot of intermittent
Migration.
Yeah,
you know?
like I don't.
Yeah,
don't
we're
know.
still getting 2 and 1.
Yeah.
Like we're not
And
changing
you're also
our
going to stay where
ratio.
your friends are too. Like you're not just going
Right.
to jump over some brand new console either.
Well, that's the different thing though. Is now like when I go on and play Call of Duty, like I can play with people on Xbox, I can play with people on PlayStation, I can play with people on PC, and they can all be my
You can
friends.
invite someone to your party
Yep.
from PlayStation.
Yep. And actually, when your game starts, it shows you what device everyone's on and whether they're using a controller or keyboard and mouse. And the ironic part is most of the PC guys you see are playing on controllers and not keyboard and mouse, which I found bizarre. But
Yeah, I don't think. Get back to this question. I don't think that 1 or 2 months is really going to push somebody to buy an Xbox early if they're looking to wait for the PlayStation.
yeah, it's not
I
like
think
it's a
1
year.
or 2 months they're going to. Yeah, if it was a year, that's completely different. But 1 or 2 months, I don't think is going to make much of a difference in what you're already predestined to buy.
No.
This generation is really going to come down to games, and there needs to be that 2 or 3 killer app that's not available on either one to turn the tide on this thing. Like if Xbox wants to get back to the lead, they have to get something that can only be played on the Xbox, get people away from the PS4, 5. But I
Or
just don't know, and we just don't know what that is yet.
Kind of like when Sony had Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't even think that was something that was like getting people to switch.
Well, what about Last of Us?
Like I'm thinking
Last of
more
Us got canceled.
Oh, did it?
I think I read rumors that it was canceled.
It got
I
delayed,
can't
no?
see how.
I heard
Yeah,
it
it was
got
just delayed. It was delayed like
Yeah.
everything else.
I think it has to be something like Microsoft going out and getting Call of Duty exclusives, like something big.
But they could
Well,
never do. Like,
But I'm just saying, like there needs to be that big. It's just an example,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
There needs to
Okay.
be that one big turn that, like, oh fuck, like we can't play. It's kind of like when Street Fighter was like, oh, we're only PS4. Like
Yeah.
things like this where like, it shifts people over. That's the only way they're gonna come back at this point, I think.
like if Madden was only on Xbox.
Yeah, like something. Like,
Something insane like that.
Like the
yeah.
cloud gaming thing might be it too. Like who knows? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. It's the
Yeah.
X Cloud and the Game Pass that is the only 2 things that could possibly break the PlayStation hold on first place. I think at this point.
Yeah, because if
what
you think
if they
about
make
it,
gold free? Like something like I don't know, something big. Like oh, I got to spend $60 on PlayStation. Like it's free on Xbox. I don't know.
Yeah, if
Some-
they drop gold to free and then they just have
Charge
Game
for
Pass
Game
going
Charge
forward.
for Game Pass. Yeah.
Game Pass is still the best deal on the fucking planet. So
Maybe charge for XCloud if you don't have gold. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll find out E3. Everything's
No.
possible.
Yep. So hit has deferred us to E3. So, all right. Well, if any of you have awesome questions or comments, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or emails at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over to the genre non-specific what we're playing.
It's
so,
just what we're playing. Like, nothing's changed. It's what everyone been playing.
all right, Hit, what have you been playing, buddy? It's so confusing when we
No,
break
it's
our
not.
mold.
It's not.
You're
the
No,
only
there's
one that's
no-
confused.
I got the
Oh my
reminders.
gosh.
Zelda's not
I know.
confused. Tiff's
I'm
excited.
not
How are you
confused. Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
I hate change. I hate change.
It's not changed. It's just added extra things on everyone's list.
All right, Hit, what do you been playing?
For me, again, I've just been punching through Sea of Thieves with their latest update. Doing my shit there. PUBG Mobile again with my friends.
You still kicking ass in that?
Yeah, here and there. We haven't won in a while. I really think that
You're not like a savant anymore, then.
I am. My friends are.
Sorry.
It's just because we got higher level, and I don't know. It's a lot more competitive. Anyway,
I didn't mean to down. Sorry. Yeah.
They're like the Selden of your raid group.
I don't know what. You're the best player.
No, God, no.
Oh, okay.
I think he was saying that they're the
Your
self.
friends
Oh,
are
yeah,
Your
yeah,
friends
they're
are
the
the
Sel-
self.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have a
I was
full,
slamming myself.
we have a full blown Selden though. Like every group has it. Yeah. Anyway, also
Wow, I
did,
didn't realize I got a character class. That's awesome.
also did an escape room with my friends. This new one up north. It was like a pirate theme. It's probably one of the best escape rooms I ever did.
Nice.
And then played some Ultimate Werewolf with my friends. It's a card game I think I mentioned before. Where you have to like pretend like someone has to is the werewolf. You got to figure out who it is, and everyone's lying to each other. It's kind of hilarious. And yeah, that was it. That was it for me.
All right, Tiff, what are you playing?
The only video games I've been playing is a mobile game, Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. So I just still play that every day just to get my gaming fix in. It's just easy to play on the mobile device when I'm on the go or just wherever. And then card game wise, so I guess this would be a tabletop non-video game. And Derek's rolling his eyes, but nobody can see it.
Cringing so bad.
I know. It's because Derek loves this game. Actually, my son got a new game for Christmas called Goat Lords, like a goat, GOAT. And it's actually been really fun. There's a base pack that you can play up to 5 players, and then there's a celebrity expansion that you can play up to 8 players. It's a good family game. Basically, you're just trying to build stacks of cards with different goats, and each goat has like a different name that's kind of funny, and you just kind of like try to steal them and battle each other, and whoever ends up with the most points at the end of the game wins. And I don't think Derek's won it all yet, but neither have I. So the kids seem to keep winning. I don't know what's going on, but it's actually a lot of fun. So I like it a lot. I'm sure Derek's going to talk about how much he hates it.
No, it's okay. But having actual skill is not what makes you win. You have to be kind of like a lucky idiot. It's that kind of game. But
No. There's strategy to it too.
Some, but it is fun. I'll give you that. But yeah. All right. Then Selden, what are you playing?
Let's see. I finished up Life is Strange, then I went back and 100% completed it.
Wow.
For all the achievements. It's been a while since I pushed 100% a game.
Because it doesn't matter to anything.
It
doesn't
doesn't really
mean anything. Yeah.
I'm
I never
making a
see
push.
you playing that game. Really?
Yeah, I got through it, and I got all the photos and everything like that. I'm making a push for the 100,000 gamer score right now. I'm up around 97,000.
Do you have your Xbox profile connected to your Discord profile?
I don't believe I do.
Oh.
But let's see. Besides that, been playing a shit ton of World of Tanks on the PC. Once again, I love that game. I streamed it a few times. Put it up on my YouTube channel afterwards. Then I picked up Don't Die Minerva on the Xbox, the game preview games. It hit there. It's been out for quite a few years, but it's in the Xbox preview right now. That game's a shit ton of fun. It reminds me of the old Food Fight arcade cab game where you have the 2 controllers, you're moving around with the 1 controller and you're throwing pies and everything.
With the other one.
Yeah, that's the entire game, except you're in a haunted house and you're defeating ghosts and stuff like that. And it's a shit ton of fun, and it's nonstop action, and it's very actually, it's definitely a harder game. Throws you back a little bit, but it's a lot of fun.
Is it modern graphics or shitty 8-bit graphics?
No, it's modern graphics. Okay. On the preview, you can get 60 minutes of demo free. I ended up buying the game because I liked it that much. But definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. Then,
is it one of those $60 games?
No, it's $15, I think.
Mm-hmm. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. Sorry. Continue on, Selden.
And then the only thing else, I've been playing my mobile games, the Pogo, the Wizards Unite, and Empires and Puzzles. So
nice. Well, I've been playing a shitload of Call of Duty. The game's fucking baller. It's dope. It's the sick shit. It's where it's at. I enjoy the shit out of it. And once everybody's in bed, I just come down here and sit down and fucking play some COD. And it's awesome, and I enjoy it. And I play a couple nights a week with GBMS and have a good time with that. Other than that, I'm phoning in some mobile games. I literally do my 1 Pokemon caught and 1 Pokestop spin every day in Shittymon Go. And then I play Wizards Unite every single day. Finished up this week's brilliant event and did the bonus thing. So now the next one starts in a week from tomorrow, I think, to do the second half. So I'm enjoying the shit out of Wizards Unite. Like, that game is pretty awesome. And then my spare time sitting on the couch doing other stuff game is Toon Blast, and I play a shitload of that too. So, but yeah, just Call of Duty this week. No Borderlands. We kind of played through that, and then we were going through True Vault Hunter mode and cranking up the badass shit. But yeah, none last week. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I may have to start playing that by myself.
Yeah, actually, I loaded up. I went to play some multiplayer, the Call of Duty, but it was a download for a map pack, and
yeah, there was a big 9 gig download this week because they released a free map pack that you needed to even get into multiplayer.
Yeah. So it started downloading. I turned it off. I'm like, I'm not sitting here waiting for it.
Yeah. There is a playlist that's all Shoot House and the one with the little teeny map with all the shipping containers, and it's a good playlist. It's like literally spawn die, or spawn kill. It's the smallest map that's been in any multiplayer game ever, and you can have a full squad versus squad game in it. It's insane. So
yeah, I've seen a couple videos of that map with the once you get Juggernaut, you're just racking hundreds of kills.
Nice.
I've seen a couple guys get that. I'm like, man, that just looks like fun.
No, I'm just happy to get like VTOL or whatever there, and just let that thing go nuts over top. But yeah, it's a fun map. It's a good shit. All right. Well, normally at this point we move on over to new releases, but there's jack shit out this week. There's some fucking remakes. There's some stuff brought back from like 2013. There's some fucking indie bullshit that looks like some trash that I played when I was a kid. So we don't cover any of that. And so we're going to call it no new releases for this week. So on that, why don't we hop on over into gaming news? Who wants to take the first story? Don't all jump in at once. All right, I'll take one. Fuck you guys. All right. Possible Xbox Series X prototype photos leaked.
I fucking knew it.
Because this story pisses the fuck out of me. So somebody leaked some photos of the back of an Xbox Series X. And first people were like, oh, this thing, it's just a fucking 3D printed fake. But then somebody took the serial number off the back and actually registered it at Microsoft, and it showed up as a thing. It didn't say Xbox Series X, but it was a legit serial number that brought in and had some weird name that was not an Xbox. And so they instantly deleted it from their account and then tweeted Phil Spencer, and everyone was like, oh, don't ban me, please. I was just messing around. Sorry. But the back of this thing is terrible. So when you look at the back, it has it has a power thing. It has a network jack.
Oh, that's awful.
Just fast forward. Fast forward. It's missing the one port you want from your old one.
It's missing the HDMI in. It only has HDMI out. This is such a mistake for Microsoft. Even if you aren't going to do any TV-related features, having this thing sit on your primary input to your television is a boon to you. It's always there. It's always on. You're already on the input that your Xbox is on. It's a fucking mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. We're moving forward, dude. Forward. And they know the stats on this usage of that stuff.
Okay, but do they know the stats?
There is no more cable.
Nobody uses that port anymore.
It's all streaming stuff now.
It's gone the way of like the Kinect, like Gonzos. Why are they going to support something that nobody uses? Just because you use it doesn't mean that
because he uses it.
I know, but he thinks that what he does is the majority, and
Selden, do you
he still
use that
doesn't
port?
understand that he's
No,
in the
I
negative.
think we've had this discussion before. Like, I use the onboard apps for a lot of the things that are Xbox enabled with my 4K smart TV. So I'm like, I don't see a purpose of having the video in the Xbox.
I get that having a device plugged into that port is cool, but like there's lag on it. Like I can't. Like I thought about putting like my PS4 on there. I tried my Switch. Nothing is payable other than the cable box.
Okay, and that's what we have go through there. So
yeah, it's. I mean, when you need
I don't have a
fast
cable box,
response
so
time, I think there's a severe lag on it, but
I don't notice the lag watching TV because you don't notice lag on
right,
TV.
exactly.
But being always the primary input is nice. And Selden, what you're saying about using the apps on the TV, we actually did notice a recent problem with this, is that a lot of these TVs underlying use either WebOS or they're Android powered or whatever. And the native app on the TV for example, on our LG TV, which is a nice fucking TV, the Disney Plus app has some weird stuttering that happens from the native app on the TV that you don't see from, for example, a more powerful device like the Apple TV or the Xbox.
Yeah, but who's to say that the Xbox X is not going to be able to run these apps?
Oh, it will be able to run these apps.
Yeah, so
no doubt.
Why would you need to?
No, but
plug
Selden
a
was
device?
pitching. Selden was pitching using the apps built into the TV, but those aren't always your best apps to use.
Right. Well, yeah,
but I'm also a cord cutter that I don't have a cable box, so like this is automatically almost excluding me from having to even worry about having the video in. So,
all right. Well, all I'm saying is that port was nice for me. It was nice having every TV already on the Xbox input. Like if you wanted to play an Xbox game, all you do is turn on a controller and you're already on. There's no input switching. There's no anything else. Like it takes out that step. So I just feel like this is a misstep. And I'm not the only one that's saying this online. People have said this.
I still use that port. To be fair, I still use that port.
What do you pump?
I hate the experience on that one guide. Like it's like it takes forever for that app to open up and get going. And by that time, I could have just switched to the proper input and been watching TV.
But you don't actually mean the one guide. You mean just switching to the one guide app, which is TV.
The thing that's running the TV.
Yes, yeah. When you power on the Xbox, it's like a good 20-second delay.
Get there, there's like a couple minutes go by. I'm like, I could have just turned on the input, and that's what I end up doing most of the time now. It's just such an inconvenience to turn on that Xbox and get it going. I have the best version Xbox, and it literally takes forever to load shit.
Tiff and I were just talking about this yesterday when I turned it on. She's like, "What are you doing out there?" I was like, "No, it's on. It's just we're waiting." And then it like
like when I play with some of my friends on Sea of Thieves, and most of them are on Xbox, and for them to join in is like a huge time to get in, and it's like, what? Like, are you coming? He's like, oh, I'm still waiting for the menu screen. I'm like, all right, Jesus, that was 5 minutes ago.
Well, that's why we need this next Xbox. You know, the other one's getting pretty old.
Or everyone just get a PC. I don't know. PC Master Race.
Wow. And we've gotten there. We knew it was coming eventually. So, all right. So we can all agree that it needs HDMI in. All right.
No.
Next.
No, it's 3 against 1.
I don't really care.
If you're listening to the show right now, write in and let Derek know if you use that port or not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wager that it's the majority of people don't use it. Just because people say online that they're upset doesn't mean it's a larger amount of people.
Okay. Yeah. Let us. Just
everyone has a voice now. It's an outrage society.
Yeah, I know no one ever wants to write in about stuff, but if you could let us know, just let us know whether you use it or not if you're an Xbox One person, okay?
Show Derek the truth.
Derek, were you upset when they took the headphone jack out of the iPhone?
No, absolutely not. I don't use headphones, so.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right, next story.
Xbox continues to expand Project xCloud preview library as testing continues. They put out a few more games this week, bringing the total up to about 83 games on xCloud. If you're in the beta test and you have your Android phone, you can play up to 83 games for free, the full versions of them. They added Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Destiny 2, and Sid Meier's Civilization 4 to the list of some of the games that they put out there. I think this is great. I think that they're really pushing the limits of xCloud. I think they're pushing some really good stuff through this, and they're really, they're just demolishing right now that other thing that Google tried to put out.
Yeah, your former favorite thing. Yeah, the only problem here is that the majority of people with good phones have not been able to try this yet.
I've been playing it. It's been awesome, and my phone's good.
Is it though?
Also been waiting for it to release in certain people's countries.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's coming to your country on the 29th hit.
No, I know. But, yeah. I'm not in any hurry to try this thing. Like,
Well, you're
Like,
loving PUBG Mobile, so why not play your actual games
like,
on your mobile?
it's not upsetting me that it's not available yet for me, but like, I'm patient. Like, I want it to be ready when it comes out. So,
Yeah, me too.
I understand this process of beta testing and all that shit. So I can be patient.
I just like them to beta test it on iPhones as well. Like, why pick the
Yeah,
Mongoloid
I would like
device?
that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
usually it's easier to get it running on Android, obviously.
I guess because there's no. That's why the Android has all the viruses, right? I'm just saying, yeah.
I haven't had one virus on my Android phone. The Pixel's a great phone.
He's had 100.
Ugh.
I haven't had a
Well, the point of a
I haven't
virus
had
is for you
one.
not
I
to
had
know
100
you had a
of them.
virus.
But no, it's it's funny because I was reading this and I went back earlier and I was reading some of the Reddit threads. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Because the mixer feed locked up. Sorry about that. I went back and I read the Reddit threads on the Google Stadia, and they haven't made one single improvement to that service since they put it out. From what I was reading, they haven't instituted any of the additional items. They haven't added the friends benefit thing. If you were one of the,
Does that surprise you?
no, I actually am surprised that they had zero to little improvement on that service since they released it. I thought it was going to come out. They were going to start working on some things. I thought they were going to release some updates to it.
They launched that thing
but
when it wasn't ready.
Oh, it was definitely not ready, and
They drew
it's
the
definitely
release date
showing.
in the sand, and they were coming out whether it was done or not, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's why games like Cyberpunk that pushed out 6 months, like if it's not going to be ready, people don't want shit. Just delay it. And their problem was they had decided no matter come hell or high water, it's coming out this date, and that's why it came out shitty. And well, it was always going to be shitty, but it came out even shittier than we all thought it was going to be. So
Yeah. No, it's Microsoft's making great strides, and they're definitely showing that they're moving towards the future of gaming with what they're doing in there. So,
yep. Good guy, Microsoft. All right, next story.
I'll take it
Yes.
before someone else takes it. I know. You know which one I'm going to pick, right?
Yep.
Actually, there's two. There's two I could pick. So apparently there is a Torchlight successor coming, which I had no idea about. But originally, it is being developed by Extra Games, which is apparently a sister studio to Runic Games, which we were all sad to hear. I guess it was 2017 that they were shut down. But apparently there is another Torchlight coming. Originally, it was going to be a free-to-play called Torchlight Frontiers, but based on some alpha testing and some feedback from their user base, they're actually changing it to be a Torchlight 3. So it's going to actually be a true sequel in the Torchlight series, which is actually one of my favorite, kind of dungeon crawler type series. So much fun. I don't see any information yet about what consoles or anything, it's going to be available on. It's only kind of Steam. Okay.
Which is why you didn't like Torchlight 2.
I still
What's
played
wrong
it.
with
I actually
Steam?
did play it. I actually played it. There's nothing wrong with Steam. It's just easier for me to play Xbox stuff, obviously, because I don't really have a gaming PC. I guess I'll have to borrow Derek's. Right?
I wonder what it'll take to run that game.
I don't know, but I'm actually really excited to hear this news. They have a website. There's a Torchlight 3 website that you can actually follow the progress of the game and learn more about it. But this is actually one of my favorite series of games, especially originally from a smaller studio. So I'm glad to hear that Extra Games is going to be kind of picking up the torch here. And then carrying on the name.
What does the term a sister studio actually mean?
So Runic Games and this other studio were under the same master. It's kind of like how Xbox has all their own studios under them. It's that same thing, but it's not a console manufacturer that has all the studios. It's an umbrella studio that has all these smaller studios.
So Xbox decided one day to let go of Runic, but keep the other one?
It's not Xbox. It's whatever this
Was
other.
it was,
just an example.
Was it Perfect
Yeah.
World?
Yeah, Perfect World. So Runic they shut down, and they kept this other studio, and then obviously there was some interest in getting Torchlight back. So they were like, oh, well, let's go over there, and those guys had already picked up a whole bunch of Runic people. So it kind of
Yeah,
makes
it
sense.
seems like one of the Runic co-founders is moved over there, and he's actually heading this up.
And he's the guy that designed Torchlight to begin with. So
I just if I were the Xbox parent company, I don't. Why'd you let go of Runic in the first place? Then
because they moved away from Torchlight and they were doing these weird games like I can't remember. We bought them both because we love Runic and we
it
love
was more of a
Oh,
games that they make
are you talking about Hob?
Hob. Yeah.
did Torchlight 2 not make them enough money? That's what
So-
I thought. That's what I assumed. I don't know.
So the problem was Torchlight 1 did amazing. It was on Xbox. You could play multiplayer, local or online multiplayer. It was Diablo, but better than Diablo. And then Torchlight 2 comes out, and they're not getting subsidized by Microsoft. So they only release it on Steam for PC, which instantly limits your audience to PC people. You lose your console base that all got sucked in the game. And then Torchlight 2 didn't do well. So then they did a pivot, and they released two other games that were not anything like Torchlight, but they were out of Runic Games. And then obviously there's been enough demand for Torchlight for them to shift all these things around and bring it back. It's like Diablo done super right. Like that's the only way I can explain it. It's anything that, and Diablo is a great game. Don't get me wrong. I love Diablo, but anything that annoyed you about Diablo, they fixed and made it better. You don't even have to go back and sell anything. You have a little pet. You can be like, go sell my shit, bitch, and keep cramming through your dungeon and do shit. And he comes back with all your money and stuff. That is literally the best part of this game.
Awesome.
So what they did was amazing, and Microsoft didn't see it, so they didn't subsidize the Xbox Live development. But on console, this would be a killer. It's being on PC, not so much. Nobody does couch co-op on a PC. It's just not something that's done normally. Like I know people have home theater PCs and whatever, but for the most part, if you're playing a PC game, you're sitting in front of a PC by yourself. And I grew up in the era where I sat in front of a PC with four friends playing NHL 95.
You can couch.
I know. Like I said, I played NHL 95 on a PC with three other friends. Like it's things
Steam
people
Link
did.
with what's that mode that they have called?
Big picture mode. Big picture mode.
Yeah,
yes.
it's an Xbox. I don't know.
I know, but
You get those things for like $3 supposedly.
I know it's just not the norm. When people think about couch gaming, like I don't play it on a couch. I play in my gaming chair here on my PC monitor using my Xbox. But this game is ideal for actual couch gaming, and I don't know. I'm happy.
Maybe
it's
they're not
back.
gonna be doing that anymore in Torchlight 3. Maybe it's gonna be more of an online, like being able to play with your friends online. Then, yeah, as opposed to couch.
Yeah. I don't know. I love Torchlight 1 though, and I know Selden, you played the shit out of that too, right?
Yeah, I love Torchlight.
Wow, Selden, that seems so believing.
Yeah,
You're like,
really.
Wow. All
love it.
right. Very, very eloquent there, Selden.
Sorry, I was reading one of the other stories at the same time. Like, that's right.
It's so painful. Yeah, I love Torchlight, guys. Whatever. Yeah. Next story. But I'm glad it's coming back, and maybe we'll need to do a big picture thing to get it on the TV so we can all play. But because I played that with Tiff when we were dating way back in the day, and she was somewhere else and I was somewhere else, and we played together. So it was nice.
But it doesn't look like a game that requires a gaming PC to play. At least the original Torchlight 2. So I don't know if you really need to go out and buy a high-end PC gaming PC to play
probably
a
not.
Torchlight.
I don't have one at all.
As a Mac.
I could probably play it on my Mac. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out.
I'd
rather just borrow Derek's because it'll play better.
Yeah, tell that to the people that there was some game this week that they just said they weren't doing any more on. Oh, it's Rocket League. They're not doing any more online play for people on Macs or Linux.
Really? Where's that story?
It's not in the stories. I just busted that out of my brain. Okay, like I am Games Radar. I am Joystick. I am Gamma Sutra. I am.
Okay,
GameSpot.
I am moving on. So, anyways, next story.
Oh, you're not taking the story. You're just saying next story.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. That's my job. Next story. All right. Hit. What do you got?
I don't got any. None of these interest me
All right.
at all.
I'll
I
take
can't.
the fuck.
I wanted to talk about the Elite controller discount, and then I clicked on the link. I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. That's
a sketchy
that is
site.
A weird story. Why are we talking about
It's
that?
not a sketchy site. They're
Yeah,
popular,
no, it's fucking
popular
weird.
store out of New York.
Photo and video. What?
Half of the components in this
Oh,
PC
God.
that I have right here came from B&H. They're a long-standing photo
All
and
right,
computer.
Talk about it then.
company.
Let's go. Talk about it. Let's go.
Oh, you want to take that one instead of the one it was?
You're taking that one. Go.
All right, I'll take this one.
They're your sponsor. Go ahead.
A fantastic deal on Xbox One's Elite Series 2 controller is available right now. So this thing is never fucking on sale.
Save $30.
Yeah, this is to go from 180 to 150. This puts it at the price of the original Elite controller. Like a lot of people complained about that $30 price gap. So you go to B&H Photo and you get this thing for 150, and this thing is fucking solid as fuck. I use it all the fucking time.
Oh, I love my Elite controller. Don't get me wrong.
And this one is way better than the first one. Like,
Oh, way better.
way better. Why did Hit just turn into the VCAM logo on the stream?
Why are you always gonna call stuff out? So weird.
It is
cut.
it is pretty awesome, and I love the controller. And to get it for 150 is a steal. So yeah, it's B&H Photo. I don't know how long it's gonna be on sale for, but if you don't have this thing yet, for 150 it's for 180 it's a no-brainer, but for 150 at least you can compare it against the original Elite controller, and this thing is 20 times better than that because we haven't broken any yet.
No, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it now.
And
Yeah, I barely used mine though.
I've used the shit out of mine, and I haven't broken any bumpers. They seem way more solid than the original. So,
Have you
why would
dropped
you
it yet?
stop? No, why would I drop a controller?
Well, that usually is what causes problems.
Yeah,
Especially
either
the
thrown or
bumpers.
No, our other three
Like,
that broke were
whoops,
never
right in the
dropped.
corner. There goes the bumper.
No, our other three that broke were never dropped. It was me being aggressive on bumpers or Tiff being aggressive with the sticks.
No, it was normal wear and tear.
Okay, have you ever worn all the rubber off of a Xbox stick to the point where it's down to the hard plastic at the bottom?
Yes.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've never done that. That's
What?
you
That's
three are
'cause you-
freaks. I
You
just
probably
get new
got the
controllers all the
hands
time.
of an angel.
Here we go again.
I know, really.
The majority are
Yeah.
freaks.
Yeah.
I will tell you the
I do a
$150
show with
price.
a bunch of freaks.
The $150 price point is very attractive to me,
Yep.
but as this close to the, I know it's going to be compatible with the Series X when it
There
comes
is
out.
no new one. This is the controller for the X.
Did
or
you,
the
Right,
Series
did you
X.
ever have an Elite Selden?
I do have the original
Oh,
Elite,
okay.
so and it's still working fine for me. But it's I knew all the problems that were going on with it, so it's a very rarely used. It's only on my
Oh, that's
Xbox
right. You
upstairs.
were like, I only use it like once a month for maybe
Actually-
2
So you
hours.
just take it out and like pet it once in a while.
Seldens
But
might
it's-
not be compatible with the next gen, actually.
the first one, I
The
don't
first
think
one
might
is not guaranteed. The new one is.
Yeah, I think actually it's all only the Bluetooth
Yeah,
controllers
it's,
that are
yeah,
compatible.
only the Bluetooth ones are going to be the compatible
Yeah.
ones, they said. So
yeah,
the original
Bluetooth
Xbox Elite is not going to be compatible, but it's still working fine for me on that Xbox. I got a couple controllers down here. We have so many controllers in the house. I don't need to pick up another one right now. I'm going to wait for the Series X to come out, see what controller comes out with that, and maybe I'll make a decision at that point. Maybe the price will come down for the Elite 2 at that point.
I think me and Derek are willing to wager that the controller that comes with that.
It's
will
not going to
the
be anywhere
default
near this
Bluetooth.
controller. Yes,
Well,
it's the cheapest one they can sell.
Yeah, it'll be the
and
default
pack
one.
it in. Yes.
Oh, I'm sure it will be, but I just want to see what how the shape, the size, the handle, what it feels like.
It's going
will
to be the
change.
same.
It's going to be
You think
the
it's
Xbox
literally
One
the same?
controller, yeah.
It's an Xbox
Yeah.
One controller.
Yes.
If this is something you want, this is the time to pull the trigger at 150.
Telling you, it's going to be the V2. It's going to be a
Yes.
black V2 with Bluetooth. Like,
Yep.
the logo will be the same. Everything's going to be the same.
That's why it's the series. That's why they did this, so that all the shit can be the same. Like, if there's any doubt in your mind, anyone that's out there, including Selden, this is the time to pull the trigger on this thing. 180. We bought two we pre-ordered them, but we got them on launch day for 180. Hit pre-order, got his on launch day for 180. For 150, this is a steal. Like,
no, I'm saying it's definitely
next week it could be back to 180. Like, for you penny pinchers out there that are nickel and diming, this is your time to go. Get this thing for 150, and you'll thank us later. I promise.
We're just waiting for Black Friday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd sponsor us for like the segment that you just did?
Where it was almost like a commercial.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But it's not a commercial for money. It's a commercial because I heartfelt love this fucking thing. This thing feels so good. I love using this. Right, Hit?
I mean,
But
I like it.
you
I'm
have to put a
in love with
disclaimer
it.
after this segment.
Oh.
I think Tiff needs to be worried right now. I feel like he's gonna file for divorce and marry this thing.
That's cool.
That's cool. Wow. Between that and the Astro controller, oh my god, the C40, that thing is dope too.
When do you actually use that thing?
I used it playing some PC games, and then it went up.
What PC games?
That was back when I was. What was the game where you turn to a chicken? That one.
Realm Royale.
Realm Royale is the only time I use that, and then now it's up on the PlayStation, also gaining dust with the PlayStation.
The PlayStation Hall of Fame.
Yes.
With the Switches.
Yeah, and 2 switches up there too. Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay,
entertainment
up
center is the only things that get used are the cable box and
The final resting
the
place.
Xbox, and yeah. PlayStation doesn't get used a lot, but they're not going to stop us from getting the PS5. So whatever. All right, next story. Who's got it?
I guess I'll take one. God. Oh, I had this open already. Niantic announces real-world events for its Pokemon and Harry Potter games. The company also revealed that its events generated $249 million in tourism revenue across 3 cities in 2019. I mean, that's kind of like an arbitrary thing, no? Like 249 in tourism revenue. How really? Like really? Are they taking full credit on the tourism in that city going up that day?
Okay, let's look at where Yant lives. It's in. Well, he said it, so we can say it. It's in Indianapolis, Indiana. Indiana is not on anyone's short list of like, hey, where are we going to go on vacation? Let's go to Indiana. No one has ever said those words until right the fuck now.
It's a large populous area, though, no?
No, people go there for the Indy 500, and that's fucking it. Nobody goes to Indiana on vacation.
I lived in Indianapolis for about 9 months, and yeah, it's nothing there to attract people.
No, the only thing is the Indy 500, and then people all went there for this fucking Wizards event. Like, it was huge. So if Niantic has dialed this shit in, and they have figured out a way to make money by sending, like, Pokemon, they were sending people to Chicago.
They're not making money. The tourism revenue is making money.
No, they're also making money, but this story is about the tourism money.
Right.
But
Like,
yeah,
look at
Niantic
us.
made money.
Look at us. Look at all the money we generate when we hold an event. That's basically what this is, right?
Yeah, then it makes other cities want to
have their events.
Cater to them to bring the event there. Yeah. I think it's cool. Like if that Wizard event had been in Boston, we probably would have gone. It was on the worst weekend. It was on Labor Day fucking weekend in Indiana. Like, Might as well staple gun my scrotum to the wall. Like that's on my short list of things that are not fun.
That's a little extreme.
I know. No, it's
Sponsors.
Sorry. Sponsors.
Escalated quickly.
We're sorry.
That escalated quickly. We have no sponsors. We have no one to offend.
Well,
It's like you don't give a fuck attitude.
Steep
Oh no, that's your attitude, Selden. I'm the cool, collected one. You're the I don't give a fuck guy.
What? No one ever agreed on this.
I'm gaslighting this shit. I'm gaslighting that Selden is the crazy one. Look at him. Just look at him. Remember that time we asked him something? He was like, "Oh, I like Torchlight." The crazy. Oh,
I don't know what's going on right now.
I don't know.
we need to put something in the drinking game for any time someone gaslights the rest of the team.
Anytime that Derek loses
it
his
would
shit,
only
take
be you.
3 drinks.
I don't gaslight you guys. You guys gaslight me.
Every time he opens his mouth, you're drinking.
Oh, that's true in so many ways. Yes. But wow.
All right, we got derailed off.
Yeah, we definitely got derailed. But yeah, this is good news for Niantic. Good news for the cities that host them. No one can possibly measure how much shit they did for Chicago with the Pokemon Go ones because everybody already goes to Chicago. It's not Indianapolis. Like, it is a destination city. So I think showing this revenue in shit places is probably a good thing to pitch it to other shit places to pick up their event.
No, I hope they come to Toronto.
See, Toronto is another one of those places that already has a tourism thing. So how do they judge what came from Pokemon or what came from Wizards?
Yeah, it'd be hard to judge.
Yeah,
They can look at data over past years for certain dates and compare it.
I guess, and extrapolate inflation and everything else and compare it against that.
There's ways to figure it out.
It's not as simple as taking a shithole and giving it an event. That's all I was saying. So, and for all you listeners in Indianapolis, we still love you. And there's other cities you can move to. All right. All right.
I'll
Next.
take the next one because it's fluffy.
All right.
I like fluffy stories. Atari-themed gaming hotels are coming to 8 U.S. cities. So ever wanted to stay in an Atari-themed hotel and relive your 80s? Well, you're going to soon have the chance. The first location is breaking ground this year in Phoenix, with other hotels planned for Austin, Chicago, Denver, Las Vegas, San Francisco, San Jose, and Seattle. So not really East Coast. I'm not really liking this.
This
Gonna
is
have
the
to travel to
worst idea
go to one.
ever.
No way.
I'm gonna
have-
agree with the
They're
hit.
gonna have
Worst
If we had a,
idea
sports studios.
I was gonna say if we still had
Are you
a,
saying they're gonna go
a W.
bankrupt?
I was gonna say if we had a WTF segment still on the show, this would be
This
it.
would be
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, you look at the graphic that they put up here. This looks like it's something that they should license into video games rather than licensed into real life. This is something that you should have as a GTA add-on to go into the Atari hotel and play video games in, not something that you're going to bring to real life. I'm sorry.
It's such a neat thing to show to show off for potential customers. Like, what percentage of a hotel's clientele are gamers, right? Like Tiff, you and Derek, okay, you guys are deciding to stay at a hotel. Say you're a non-gamer, okay? Let's say Derek is the only gamer. Obviously, Derek's going to be like, "Oh, look at this cool hotel that I found. It's your Atari. Let's stay there." And then the wife that is not a gamer is going to be like, "I'm not staying at a fucking Atari hotel." I don't know. I feel like that'll be the majority of people.
I don't know. Like, well, first off, like we're sugarcoating where the Atari brand is so watered down at this point. After Atari went under, the Atari brand went up on the chopping block. It got sold, and then if you remember, one year at E3, they were selling these I think there were hats that played music that were like the Atari hats. Like that was their branding thing. And then they were going to come out with that Atari retro thing, kind of like the Intellivision one that's coming out later this year for $300. And that thing shit the bed. And so they're really just selling around this license for the Atari brand. This is not the original Atari, guys. So that caveat ahead, what they're doing is actually kind of interesting. I'm not saying it's good. It's interesting. So at these hotels, they're having an esports venue where you can go watch esports. And then it sounds like they're going to have this kind of it's like I can't think of at PAX East when you go in the room, you can play games on a PC and whatever.
They call it playgrounds. They could be considered lounges for guests.
Yeah, so it's like a gaming lounge where you can go play games. So if you're a gamer and you had a choice of this hotel or a hotel next door that had like some kind of foofy spa and some...
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not a good comparison.
Well,
maybe it had like...
You like both. You like both, but most gamers are not. They don't like both. Like Selden's not like, I need a spa day, guys. I'm so wound up. Like that's not
wrap on his nice head.
If I were Selden, I'd be offended by that. Like, who's to say he doesn't go to the spa?
Selden, do you go to the spa?
I don't want anybody's hands all over me. I'm sorry, except my wife.
No. Wow, good way to fix that, Selden.
Yeah. By the way, got in a lot of trouble after last episode with my wife because she caught wind of the conversation in the after show.
Which part of that conversation, Selden?
The where you guys made me pick somebody besides my wife that I would sleep with, or
wait, what?
Or who I thought was hot.
Yeah, you can say who you think is hot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, is this what happens when I'm not on the show?
Yes.
Like it's not it's not a weird thing to ask your spouse. Like Tiff, who's your hot celebrity that you like? Oh no, we know. We watched the show last night.
I'll tell you in the after show.
Yes. See.
All right. Anyways, back to the.
It's non-binding.
This Atari thing. Anyways, to get back on the topic before Tiff has to answer questions, it's just even looking at this article, they're only receiving an advance of $600,000 for the licensing on it. I'm like, you can't even buy like a territorial license for like a Buffalo Wild Wings for $600,000.
So my guess, because I saw that too, and I was like, that's low, but it said advance. So I think that the licensing is probably scaled to the amount of people that then book at that venue. So I'm sure that the amount of money they're paying is going to go up as the place fills up, but it's kind of like an entry level, like, oh, you're willing to rebrand your hotel? Well, then give us $600,000, and then once your business goes through the fucking roof, pay up. Is kind of how I read that. But yeah, I would stay at one of these for sure. Like if I had to go to Seattle next week,
I think it'd be a novelty.
I'd be like, yeah, let's stay at the Atari Hotel. Like, where are you staying? The DoubleTree or the Marriott? Oh no, I'm at the Atari.
The Atari.
I actually think it's an interesting idea though, with having a gaming themed or gaming branded hotel. Like I wonder if there's going to be other brands hopping on this. Like could there be a Halo
Sega Hotel?
Sega Hotel. The Halo Hotel. I don't know. Like
when you guys travel, you don't take your gaming PCs with you, do you? No, that I knew that was the answer. I was just waiting.
Well, when I
so now you can go to this hotel.
Vacation, I could game at home. I don't want to game on vacation.
You're traveling for work.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I guess.
So now you're at the end of the day.
I can play PUBG Mobile anywhere.
You're okay. That's not the same. Your work day's done. You
PUBG,
go back to
for a sponsor. We're looking.
Yeah. You go back to your Atari hotel, and then you're like, hey, I want to play some fucking Sea of Thieves. And you bust out this badass gaming PC in the gaming PC lounge, pop on Sea of Thieves, and fucking own noobs.
Oh my god, a Sea of Thieves hotel.
Oh, okay. Hit is all over this. Hit's like, where do I invest?
Where do I sign up?
A Sea of Thieves hotel would be sweet. And it was like
That would be super
Have you guys heard about that Star Wars hotel where you?
Oh, the one
Yes.
we can't wait to go there.
Yes.
Yeah, that I would love to do that. If there was a Sea of Thieves version of that, that'd be cool. I guess.
Hit's already take my money. Take my money.
Do you think Still Got Game would sponsor us to go to this as a group to the Star Wars?
Where's Still Got Game make its money and it can send us all? Like,
I don't know. We can talk about it on the show. Like, it'd be amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Still Got Game operates on a negative balance where we pay for lots of things and we don't get anything in. Hence the being the show. If you want to sponsor Still Got Game, so if you want to make this dream a reality for TIFF, sponsor the show. That's all I'm saying. We'll talk about this later during the plea for sponsors. But yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. So I would definitely stay at an Atari hotel.
Well, this is what you need to do. If you want to Sea of Thieves, convince to do like special weekends at the Great Wolf Lodges to retheme the hotel for the weekend for Sea of Thieves.
You got this.
All right, I'll look into it.
You were like, I'm a fucking pirate legend, motherfucker.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Drop that pirate legend dick on the table and see how you negotiate with that.
Wow.
All right. Next story. All right.
Somebody grab one.
Hit's gonna grab one.
No,
I'm done.
Somebody
All
grab
right,
one.
I'll grab one. Phantasy Star Online 2 Xbox One closed beta starts this February. So, anyone remember Phantasy Star Online? It was super popular on the 3 Shitty when it came out. And
I was horrible at it, and I didn't like it.
do you not like, because you don't like MMOs? But I think this is huge for Xbox. Like, get a modern sequel to Phantasy Star Online. Like, I don't know. I think this is good news for them. And it's a closed beta, so you can go in there, you can earn shit. Whatever you earn goes towards your progress in the open beta, and it carries on the official game, which is rare for a beta. So when a thing comes out, you're already going to be in kind of God mode. Selden spends all his time answering every survey of the fucking Xbox Insider things. No, the Xbox Insiders. Like, TIFF forgets we even have it, except we get the early dashboards, and then we don't do those. But you do every single one. So you're probably
I do a lot of them.
You're probably invited to this already. You can't say, or you can say?
I have not looked for it yet, so it might be out there.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool. I kind of miss MMOs a little bit. Kind of like a drug, but I can never go to one again because I was addicted to World of Warcraft for too long. But I'm glad it's coming, and I'm glad it's going to appease someone's need for their drug.
Sure.
Okay. What's our next story?
Wow. Okay. Take one, Tiff.
I already did too. I'm good.
All right. How about this one? The Super Nintendo World won't open in Orlando until at least 2023. The first Super Nintendo World themed park attraction is set to open at Universal Studios Japan this summer. But they have had long plans to open similar areas in the Universal Studio location in Hollywood and Orlando. But you'll have to wait even longer to explore the Mario themed attraction stateside. I'm actually would be more excited about going to this and staying in a themed hotel inside this land than going to the Atari land.
Okay, well, the Atari Land's just a hotel. It's not a land. It's cheap. Like, you have to compare this against the cool Star Wars one.
What kind of cool adventures would you go on in fucking Super Nintendo World?
Yeah, you could maybe ride.
You jump around on some floating islands? What?
Yeah, jump on Toad's head, hang out with him. I don't know. Bowser's there, being like, "I'm Bowser. Come to my nightclub." And we'll
the real life Mario Kart ride. Come on.
I'll stick to being a fucking Mandalorian hunting a guy down the galaxy. I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's cool that this is coming, and I don't think it's a big deal that it's coming in 2023 because when we all heard the Galaxy Edge stuff was coming, that was like 6 years ago. And it was like, oh my God, that's never coming. It's so far. Now it's fucking here. So, you know what I mean? Like, remember that hit when we first heard about this? And then now it's here. So 2023, it's 3 years away. Like, you're going to blink and it's going to be 2023. So who gives a fuck? Remember when it was Y2K and everybody was shitting their pants? So now it's fucking 2020. It's 20 years later and it was a blink. So fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Then I'll take the last story, which blows. I was hoping somebody else would take this because I don't even care. Well, you could have added some. It could have been a thing you did, but you didn't.
I post stuff all the time.
Yeah, you could post them to that.
I think I post the most in the news feeds.
Okay. Unsubtle Rainbow Six Siege DDoS dealers hit with Ubisoft lawsuit. Now, this doesn't surprise me. These guys run a website that's like, hey, you're playing Rainbow Six Siege and you want to win? DDoS the guys. And then you can literally go there in the middle of your game, pay whatever. They DDoS all the people you're playing against and you win. And then the icing on the cake is they tweet at Ubisoft like, these guys don't do shit about us. Like, they taunt them on Twitter and then now they're getting sued. So that move was probably a little over. That was kind of like a Selden I don't give a fuck moment where they like tweeted Ubisoft. Like, they probably watched the show and they probably got it from Selden. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that you would taunt Ubisoft when you're selling something that's against the terms of service of the game, breaks the DMCA, and I don't know. It's kind of nuts. Like, why would you do that?
Because they want to win?
No, but why would you be the company? Like, you could just sell this DDoS without tweeting at Ubisoft and not bring yourself to their attention, right?
Yeah, but it's advertising their own service.
Yeah.
And up to that point, they weren't taking any action against them. So it was basically free advertisement by, hashtagging it on the tweet.
I guess. It just seems so cavalier. It's like some Fast and the Furious shit. Like, we're having a race tonight. Fucking catch us, motherfuckers. Like, it's just, it's not what you do when you don't want to be caught. Like, you don't do that. You don't tell the people that you're fucking over that you're fucking them over.
There's no thrill.
So it's all about the thrill hit. I see.
Yes. You're the one that said it's like Fast and Furious.
Okay, so instantly you went to thrill, which I do too. I love those movies. Hobbs and Shaw was fucking dope, by the way.
I'm not watching that.
And I mean,
whatever.
It's really only the hardcore players that are playing Rainbow Six at this point. I mean, there's not a lot of new players probably going into that game. So they probably thought it was a dead market. And they're just trying to bank as much as they could.
I guess. But it just seems crazy. Like, why taunt the company that you're fucking over when you're trying to make a business out of it? But unless, like Hit was saying, by taunting them, you're bringing your business to the light of other people that didn't know you were a business. They're like, I can't believe the last 26 nights I lost in fucking Rainbow Six Siege. And then it's like, oh, wait a second. They kept getting disconnected. And now there's this DDoS, guys. And it's only $5. Okay. Yeah. So that's what you're saying? Like, it's like a sales pitch?
Yeah.
All right. I can see that. All right. That's fair enough. Either way, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't poke the sleeping bear is what it boils down to. All right. Well, that covers all the news stories we had tonight. So if you want more news stories next week, you want to talk to us, whatever, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you want us to talk about. We'll talk about it. Fucking send it off. Whatever. Sponsors! There was a time where we had sponsors here, and as Hit pointed out, maybe Selden alienated them. I don't know. You taunted them, made fun of them. He made them.
Selden. Oh, really?
It was okay. We'll agree to disagree. It was one of us. One of us caused the sponsors.
You.
One of us made the sponsors go away, but we need new ones. So if you're a sponsor, big or small, doesn't matter. You can be a huge company. You can be an individual. Twitter us up, hit us on Twitter. Still got game. Email us, podcast@toolplay.com, 773-527-2961. You tell us what you're selling. We'll tell you what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done. And it's a relationship made in heaven. Like, this is the gift that keeps giving. When we talk about your stuff in a nice way, your brand grows. Like, I remember back, I think it was, I'd say 89, and Apple they picked up a sponsorship on Still Got Game, and we can all see where Apple is now. So I'm not saying it was us, but whatever. It is what it is. So definitely shoot us something else, and we'll help you out. So do it up. All right, Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool Player at twitter.com/toolplay. I'm everything podcast.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, God of everything that's holy. I'm at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/IsaacSitman.
Twitter.com/Electrify.
And I'm at twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of some of us. I am at facebook.com/Derek Nolan. The website is facebook.com/tool2play. And I know at least one other person loves their Facebook.
That's right. Facebook.com/Selden007.
Anybody else love their Facebook? Nope.
You'll never, ever hear those words coming from me.
All right. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool2play. That is where all of Tool to Play's archive video content goes. So whether it's episodes of this show, whether it's other past shows, whether it's our live game streams, they all will end up on youtube.com/tool2play. So if you like Still Got Game, if you like Quick Hits, which is coming back in April, if you like Tiff's immature interviews, I think she has something set up with the Dalai Lama for May. If you like Selden's Dick Cam, that's never stopped. He just stopped putting them on the channel, but just text him. He'll FaceTime you.
No.
If you like Thick and Thin with LB and Duty featuring I6 Hitman, all of these shows are archived on our YouTube channel. So go to youtube.com/tool2play and subscribe there, and you will have access to our entire. It's like having Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu and all this shit in one place, but it's all Tool to Play content. So youtube.com/Tool to Play, and you have the complete back catalog of all of our material. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. We need 5-star reviews, so go there, click 5 stars, and if you have an extra 15 seconds, write something nice like, hey, I like Tiff's hair tonight. Hey, D-Smooth, your face looks chiseled and handsome. Selden, I like the glasses. Hit, nice beard. Whatever you want to write. Like, you can write something nice about all of us. Like, I just came up with 4 nice things right now. Like, off the cuff, because that's what I thought nice about my friends. So you want to say something nice about us? Just say it there. Go 5 stars, write something nice. We have a Discord channel, tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord. That's SGG as in Still Got Game Discord, all lowercase. Go there, join the Discord. Join the Discord, and you can talk with Selden all day. He's definitely there. He'll answer everything you say. Hit and I, we'll answer a little more. Tiff probably won't respond. No, she's shaking her head. She doesn't give a shit. But
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I probably won't respond.
but you could try. You could be the one to break her into responding to you. But toolplayer.com/SGG Discord. Sign up for our Discord and join and chat with us all day long. So we have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/tool2play. That's where we broadcast this show live. We stream all of our team here. All of our streams are hosted by the mixer.com/tool2play stream. So if you want to watch our live video content, go there and follow us there, subscribe, and we'll go from there. And you can enjoy all of our live video content. We also have our own mixers. I'm at mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at mixer.com/IsaacSitman.
Mixer.com/Electrify.
And I'm at mixer.com/Selden007.
And I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tool2play. And on that, why don't we wrap this yauntless episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I am Tiffany Electrify Nolan.
And I'm Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
Find us live at the Phoenix Atari Hotel in the fall.